Alright, I'm going to show you guys how to complete the Chainmail quest. All you really need is a rope, but I really recommend to bring 100 gold to pay the bridge troll. And then here's a map of the key NPCs that we're going to be running around to for the first portion of this quest in the city of Bastille. So we're going to start the quest by making our way to Baldwin at the castle here, and we're going to just ask him for a quest. Now we're going to make our way to Hildegard the Guard, and he is going to be to the south here, just outside the city. One thing about this game is that all the NPCs kind of show up at different times of the day, so I'm going to wait till Hildegard's here, and then we're just going to tell him about Baldwin. And now we're just going to make our way back to the castle, except we're going to talk to Yesuwalt this time. So we're just going to cross the bridge and into the courtyard, go west to the first set of stairs, and around to the second set of stairs. And then across this bridge is where Yesuwalt is going to be. So just talk to Yesuwalt about Baldwin, and then he is going to send you back to Baldwin again. So let's just backtrack across the bridge and down the set of stairs, and then we're just going to go straight across to the east in the courtyard back to Baldwin. Now that we're back at Baldwin, we're just going to tell him about Yesuwalt. So you spell that Yeult. Then he's going to send us to go upstairs in his room and grab some iron crude from this chest. And we're going to have to take that to Yesuwalt. Now that we're back at Yesuwalt, we will once again ask him about Baldwin, and he's going to tell us to go talk to Elanur, and she's going to kind of help us get to where we need to go. So what we're going to do is go back to where Hildegard was, and then I'll show you a map of the route we're going to take. Here is a map of the route we're going to be taking. I recommend changing your respawn to the church that I have circled in blue when you get there, just in case anything happens during the quest, just so you can get back a little bit faster. So to start off, we're just going to follow the path to the southeast, and then keep kind of going east until we reach the rope shortcut to the caravan. Once we hit this rope shortcut, then we're going to go a little bit more east and up the ramp. And this is to take us into the caravan here. And then once we're in the caravan, we're just going to keep going southeast to get to the back of it. And now we are approaching the church here that I would recommend you set your respawn at. I foolishly just kind of walked past it, so I will pay for that later. We are almost to Elanur now, so we just, take this staircase down, hit the staircase across from it, and she's going to be in the west side of this little village. Talk to Elanur and tell her that you want to travel, and then let her know you're ready. Elanur will drop us off next to the floating castle, and then it's just a short run to Garadum from here. Just note that you can only travel with her to this location once, so that is why it is definitely useful to set your respawn at that church. This next portion is really the only dangerous part of this quest. You just have to cross this bridge up here, so you can either pay the bridge troll 50 gold each way, you can try to hit the lever and run to the other, which I've done a couple of times, but you might also die because you get stuck in combat, or you can kill the troll if you are strong enough. I'm gonna opt to tell him I'll pay and say yes so I can just get away from those nasty little spiders. And of course, don't forget to pick up pieces of candy along the way. Just keep following this trail to the south here, and it'll pretty much just take you straight to the entrance. I've got to say, I really, really love the entrance to this city. It looks so just fantastic, man. This was not in the last playtest, and just the build quality on this city really impressed me. I love those lava fountains. They look so freaking cool, man. So once we're inside the city, we're just gonna head east, and Egamon's Forge is gonna be right here. Then we're just gonna let him know about Baldwin and what he needs. He's gonna give us our answer, and then it's time to start the long trek back to Baldwin. For the most part, you're just gonna backtrack along the paths that you took to get here. The only real difference is you can't travel with Elanur, so you're gonna have to take this bridge through a bandit camp up at the top of the map here. You can see just to get across the water. Just run past Elanur here and just keep going west as far as you can until you cross a wooden bridge. Now that we're across the wooden bridge, we're just going to try to keep going north through the gardens here. This is a pretty open area, so there's not really a lot of wrong ways you can go. And this will take you back to the church, and you should hopefully know your way back from there, but don't worry, I'm keeping the whole route in the video here. Once you've returned to Baldwin, just let him know how your quest is doing. He'll be satisfied with your answer and hand you over a chainmail.